So in our previous video, we went through the process of creating a logical flow blank diagram. As you see here, it's kind of happening in high speed. And in this logical data flow blank diagram, we decomposed basically a logical function. And it was during this decomposition then that we actually created new functions, and you can see that's kind of happening right now, kind of in the background here as it's going through this. Now, but in this point, we also can start the allocation process too. So here, as you see me rapidly creating some sub-functions, you'll also start to see me getting ready to basically do some new allocations of the objects to. Right now, as we get to this point, you can see that I've created a new function on the object. And now I'm actually going to take that function and I'm going to allocate it to that component. So see myself go over here and I go to this left-hand side and I'm going to find the manage function allocation. I'm going to click on that. And notice now these are the new functions that weren't previously allocated. I'm now going to allocate them to that component. So I'm actually allocated those to the telemetry system and putting them in. So allocation is actually just done that easily through that manage allocation tool. And so now you see me doing another allocation. Basically, I'm putting another allocation in, this time just by doing this gather, putting the gather blocks inside of the charge tracking system. So it's another allocation of that component to that object. So you can see the allocation process is pretty straightforward to do this. And then not only can you do an allocation process, but you also can do a deallocation process. So in this case, I have that function there basically allocated to the system. Now I'm going to basically go and look at getting that function removed from the system. So I'm going to go over here to the manage allocation box. In this case, I'm going to find it and I want to basically remove it. And I'm going to remove that from it. So now it's been deallocated from the system. And that function now just ends up being a parent function of the others. And I'm just going to clean up the diagrams a little and do that. So that was essentially how you do the allocation and deallocation.